Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at the new release from Ping, the i530 iron. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. So Ping have done it again. They've launched the i530 iron, a new product that they've brought out this year. Who's it designed for? Well, you've got a forged head here, someone who wants a compact iron, a blade looking iron, but wants distance and they want the feel. It's a smaller head, so nice thin top line, nice and tight, but this thing will fly. Ping have this year strengthened their iron lofts, the 7 iron sitting at 29 degrees, and you can get a power spec as well. So that's going to make the lofts even stronger and hit it even further. This is an iron that is premium in price, premium in product. It's an iron that against G430 would certainly be interesting because G430 has been such an amazing product. But if you want that forged look, forged feel, that smaller head, and you want the thing to go miles, then I think i530 is certainly one that we need to have a play with. I'm going to have a little bash with it now. It's always great testing new Ping product because they have so many shaft options. I'm going to put the Dynamic Gold 120 S300 in. It's a shaft that I have played around with this winter, so it's a little bit heavier than I'm necessarily used to, but overall it's a good shaft for me to test this product with. So I'm expecting this to with the lower CG in the head, I'm expecting this thing to launch high and give me maximum distance. So let's get it on Trackman and see how it flies. So it's been a while since we've put one of the reviews out there, mainly because after that chaotic start to 2024 where every man and his dog released a product, it's been a while since something new's come out. So Ping have released the i530 range a little bit later in the year, into March. Hopefully soon the rain will stop and we can get out on the golf courses and these horrible floods that we're dealing with will disappear. So it's a good time to bring out an iron because if you're a golfer thinking about changing, you're probably getting a little bit more excited about the golf season, and now's a good time to start testing products. So to have a new Ping product in play, in the fitting bay to be able to work with and test is certainly a good option. Now, first look, always with Ping, one of the things that I personally feel, and we tested the Blueprint T and the S a few weeks back, and I thought that was a real revelation from Ping. I thought the way that the club sat, the way it felt off the face, how strong and good that the numbers were, was absolutely superb. And this iron here in 530 kind of gives that same look. It kind of gives that quality look from the top edge, a little bit more confident in terms of a little bit thicker than T and S. But what I'd also say is a bit more length from toe to heel. It looks a little bit longer when you lay it down, which isn't a bad thing. So where would I put this in terms of irons against? Well, I'm kind of looking at ZX4, Strixon ZX4 in terms of look. I'm thinking Mizuno 245, that's kind of what it would look up and go against. Maybe P790, not necessarily 770, but 790 with that slightly thicker top edge. But that's the type of iron that this thing is going to go against. Ping have put in the lower CG, so this thing's going to pop up fast, it's going to drive the golf ball out there, but with that extra strong loft, 29 degrees and a 7 iron, if you just go for the standard lofts, you should get a huge amount of power and distance. So let's stop talking and let's hit a couple and see what Trackman says. Felt nice, felt really solid off the face. A little bit of a floaty flight. What do we got there? Carry 151. I've noticed this before in Ping irons in the I series that they can get a little bit floaty and spinny. Even though they've got that power spec, they do pop up. So 151 is pretty soft and pretty weak for me, but let's see if we can, maybe it was me. Again, pretty nice feeling off the face. Very, very soft. Ball speeds are okay. I wouldn't say they're lighting up any records. The carry distance is really, really weak. Oh, that was horrible. And this is the one thing that, like I said earlier, that would concern me with i530 is that it does get a little bit spinny. So let's hit a few more. It looks good though. It looks like it's going to give you a little bit of confidence. See, that felt absolutely ripped. So what's that number's giving me? It's 125 in ball speed there. So what are you going to give me in carry now? 154, just so spinny. So this might not be the head for me. And remember, when you get a head that, although the manufacturers say that can give you a lot of ball speed and drive the ball out there, at my speed, 91 mile an hour, this is the type of head that I will struggle with because it has got that lower CG, so it just pops up and it almost pops up too much for me and gets a bit spinny. So sometimes when you're doing a review like this with an iron like this, it can be a little bit, and we don't want to mislead you too much, right? We don't want to say, well, it's a really short iron, there's no power. In the right hands, for the right golfer, with the right club head speed, looking for that little bit higher flight, I think this could be a really, really good iron. So, a couple more. Try not to thin it. I mean, I missed the fairway by an absolute mile there. I don't even want to look at that one. See, it feels really nice off the face, but you can just see the flight of the ball just pop up and real give you lots of spin, which, look, this is what this iron's designed to do. If it was me coming in here with my speed, with my shot profile, I would probably struggle with this type of iron, but I can absolutely see where this fits in the market. And if you're that P790 golfer, you're that guy who wants ZX4, I think this is going to be a really, really good comparison with the feel and the look for 2024. So let's give it the AFGolfStore score. So let's dive into the AFGolfStore score. So as always, we like to start with the look. So the look of the club, as I said earlier, looks good, it looks forgiving, it looks and gives you that confidence with that slightly thicker top line, but being a forged type head, it definitely looks kind of cool and slick as well. So overall, a little bit thick for me on the top line, but I get why that is. I think I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. In terms of the feel, it felt fantastic off the face. Very similar to the Blueprint irons, T&S. So gives you that same level of feedback, which is fantastic, and obviously a little bit more forgiving than those two irons. So overall, I think the feel was really, really good, and we'll give that an 8 out of 10. In terms of the custom options, well, it's pin, guys, so we know the answer to this question. Always brilliant, lots of choice in shaft, lots of choice in lie angles. You can, with this product, have the standard spec, the power spec, but you can also have the retro spec as well. So lots of options in terms of the lofts as well. So I think I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. In terms of the cost, now this is a pricey iron. This is one of the Ping's premium models. It's going to sit around the £180 a club for steel, which puts it in the world of T-Series irons. So it's not cheap. It's more expensive than G430, which you would expect. The I-Series range is normally more expensive, but it's not cheap. So we've got to put that into the mix, and when you have an iron like that, it's not too dissimilar to the counterparts. Strixon iron ZX4 I talked about earlier would be a little bit cheaper, but it is at the top end of that category. So I think overall I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 on price. In terms of overall performance, it is suited to a very niche set of golfers, this iron. So you saw there with me swinging it at 91 miles an hour. The ball was spinning way too much. That was the head, right? We could argue it was the shaft, but I've got a 120 gram shaft in it. But predominantly this is going to be the head and that lower center of gravity. For someone with my speed that launches the ball anyway, this isn't going to be the type of iron. But I do see where it's going to fit for that guy that really struggles to get height, struggles to get distance, but wants that feel. They don't want a big clunky shovel on the end. They want something that's quite slick and quite neat. I do think the i530 is definitely in that mix. So overall performance, I think I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So Ping i530 is going to get a score of 36 out of 50. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. A nice little release there from Ping with the i530 iron. Lots more releases coming up, lots more reviews coming. Remember to check out the tech talks from Matt and Lewis on heads and shafts. They're going to give you more information if you're into that sort of thing on the details and the technology in these clubs. I'm going to give you an opinion on how it looks and how it feels and how it plays, and that's just a very open bit of feedback for you. But Matt and Lewis are going to give you the insights that you may want when making a decision on a type of iron. Remember, hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends.